Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Just making sure I am live everywhere. Okay. We are live everywhere. So I have multiple screens going on. One, um, I'm streaming on my laptop from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. And then I'm on my phone on TikTok. I'm hoping that this is not the last few days of TikTok. Thank you so much for joining in. So, if you do not know who I am Nicole Murphy. I am the founder and CEO of Barter Black, which is a bartering platform for Black entrepreneurs to exchange goods and services with each other. Let me do this one thing here. And if you have any questions about business in particular or about Barter Black, please make sure that you ask them in the comments. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Um, what do you mean by pages, Simona? So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, list of Black owned businesses. So we don't have that because there are a lot of Black business directories. You are able to connect with the people that are on the platform. So we have sort of like a directory for those that are on the platform, but we don't have a list of Black businesses in a directory particular. Um, so yeah, there's so many of them. um, but Barter Black is a bartering platform for Black entrepreneurs to exchange goods and services with each other. And I know that when people think about bartering, they think about the exchange for exchange at the same time for the same value. You come together, I come together, we exchange our services. But I know a lot of times people find no problem. People find that that's hard to maintain because either the value is not the same or you feel like you didn't get what you should have got out of the situation. You felt like you gave more and the person didn't give what they should have given. So when we first launched the Barter Black platform, we found that that created a barrier. Um, not only because of the value and you feeling like what you were supposed to get, you didn't get, but maybe you were able to help me, but you didn't necessarily need the product or service that I had. So it created a situation where people did not barter. So we decided to pivot last year. Last March, we decided to go in and revamp the entire platform so that we can integrate trade credits into our platform called Barter Bucks. And those trade credits act like our digital currency. So you are able to purchase and you're able to sell in exchange for barter bucks. On the platform, one barter buck is equivalent to $1. So if you sell a product for $100 on your website, you are going to sell it for 100 barter bucks on the Barter Black platform. And please do share this out. Thank you so much. Um, So let's say you are a business coach. And the numbers that I use, please don't take them like as if you have to charge these particular numbers. That's not what it is. I'm just trying to make easy math for myself. So if you are a business coach and you charge $100 for a 30-minute coaching session, you list that on our platform. You list all the things that the person is supposed to get out of this coaching session. You're going to list it for 100 barter bucks. I come on and purchase that coaching session for 100 barter bucks. You earn those barter bucks after you give me my coaching session. And then you're able to use those barter bucks to go purchase maybe administrative services or graphic design services or accounting services or web development services. So Barter Black acts as an ecosystem of exchange goods and collaboration. So we're not coming together, two of us to barter together. I barter with you, you barter with someone else, that someone else barters with someone else, that someone barters with someone else. So it really creates an ecosystem where each one of us are contributing our products and services to the community, and then the more that we contribute to the community, the more that we can get out of the community. So yes, please do share this out. And then also, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section, because I talk about this so much that I may miss something that you may have questions on. So again, the website is barterblack.io. Definitely go on and check it out. One of the main things you should do when you first go to Barter Black is check out our marketplace. Um, and it is the listings that the business owners on our platform are already listing to sell to you in exchange for barter bucks. And we have listing, we have product based businesses as well. So that's one of the things that makes us totally different than any other freelancer platform, is that you are able to sell products on the platform as well. So we have someone who sells candles. We have some authors on the platform, jewelry, accessories, clothing, and things of that nature. But for as far as our service-based businesses, because those are our main, that is our main target, service-based businesses. But we know that product-based businesses need the service-based businesses, right? Um, so we have accountants, bookkeepers, administrative assistants, branding. Branding is our big one. That's the one that's been selling the most on the platform. So if you need uh, branding strategy or social media strategy or graphic design, social media graphics, mood board, all of those things, if you need for your business, you can definitely get on the Barter Black platform. We do have a therapist on the platform. We have a cybersecurity specialist on the platform. We have a few coaches on the platform. So if you are just starting out in business and you need those extra eyes on your business, someone that can coach you through the next step, definitely join Barter Black. Um, Now, today, I definitely want to focus on your offers and what you can offer on the platform. So, if you want to type in the comments um, what your services are, or what you do, you can do that and we can talk out your offer. Um, what was I going to say? I forgot the next thing I was going to say, but yeah, you can message that. So Barter Black, there is a fee, mainly a monthly fee, but there is to start out. There's an activation fee. So that sets up your account, and it also gives you barter credit when you sign up. So we know that it's going to take you a while to probably sell on the platform. So we give you a 250 or a 500 barter credit to start out. So as soon as you click that button and you pay your activation and your first monthly fee, you have a wallet that automatically has barter bucks inside of it, and you can go purchase maybe a landing page design, or you can get that administrative help. We also have project managers on the platform. So if you have a project or something coming up that you need help with, you can get those services immediately as soon as you sign up. And that is either $47 or $97, depending on the plan that you choose. That's the activation fee. The monthly fee, and I tell people all the time, we spend $20 on. I don't probably don't even know what I spent $20 on this week, but Barter Black is either $15 or $20 a month. That's for you to be in the community on a consistent basis, list your products and services, and be able to um, purchase on the platform. So basically, $15 to $20 a month to join a community that is willing to help each other grow. And of course, that depends on the plan that you're on. If you're on the gold plan, which is $20 a month, we do. We do promote your listings. We also provide a grant list for both plans, no matter what plan you're on. You're able to host something similar to this, what we call a Go Live Mastermind, because we want you to show up as an authority in our community. We want people to know who's in the community. So we allow you to get online and host a mastermind to be able to show up as an authority, whatever your industry is. And then for the product-based businesses on the Gold Plan, you're able to sell at the Barter Black Marketplace that we do once a month. And then, of course, on the higher plan, you get 500 Barter Bucks instead of 250 Barter Bucks on the lower plan. And then the last fee is the service fee. So if you ever purchase from a freelancer platform, you know that there's a service fee. Now they charge on the seller side and the buyer side. Right now, we're only charging on the buyer side. So if you were to go online and purchase a $100 service, on the silver plan, the $100 service will cost you 100 barter bucks plus $8. On the gold plan, the $100 service will cost you 100 barter bucks plus 12. I'm sorry, I mixed them up. It's $12 on the gold on the silver plan, $8 on the gold plan, because if you're on the higher plan, you get a low percentage rate. So basically, let's work with the gold plan because that's easy. $8 for a $100 service. So instead of you spending $100, you're actually spending $8 for this service. So that is how Barter Black saves you money in your business. That is how Barter Black gets you the experts that you need, so you are not doing it all by yourself. And if you are a solopreneur, you need to be on this platform. If you are trying to grow your business faster than you can, even with the team that you have, you need to be on Barter Black. If you need a community, I see a lot of times people say, let's connect, let's do this, let's do this. What does that mean? Barter Black is the community that, these are the services or the products that I offer. This is what I can contribute to the community. If you need it, this is how much it costs in Barter Bucks. You don't have to worry about the cash because, like I said, and even like let's do a $1,000 service. How many people want to save $1,000 in their business? I know I do. Still, if you were to purchase a $1,000 service on the Barter Black platform, yes, it will be 1,000 Barter Bucks, but it would only be $80. So instead of spending $1,000, you're spending $80. And that is how you are able to save on the Barter Black platform. Anybody has any questions, please make sure that you put them in the chat. Our goal is to make sure that no Black owned business or your business idea fails because of lack of funding or your inability to hire. Our three main goals for Black entrepreneurs, Black business owners, is to help in funding, to help in hiring, and to help in community. So we've created the community, which we relate to Black Wall Street just digitally, because they created that community. Businesses, they didn't have to leave the community. The dollar circulated in that community for so long, almost a year. So we created the community. We want more people to join the community. Of course, it works a lot better when more people are in the community because there's more products and services there. But we created the community where you can conserve cash to rechannel back into your business and still hire the experts that you need. Unfortunately, a lot of us are solopreneurs. A lot of us have been taught that we have to learn it all before we can hire, and you do not have to do that with Barter Black. With Barter Black, you create the business, you work on the business, not in the business, and you're able to delegate. We found, and I think from experience, I know that we don't hire because we don't have the consistent revenue to do so. So if we take out of the consistent revenue or the money factor, and you're still able to hire the experts, then it's a no-brainer. It's a win-win for everyone. Any questions? Definitely put it in the chat. Please share this out with your community. Let's see. And list what businesses you have too, so I can know. Okay, so now I'm going to just get into your offers. Unfortunately, a lot of times when people look into bartering, they don't think about their actual offers. What are you going to offer to the community? And if you want to list what you do in the comments, definitely do that. We can work on what you can offer. But I am... Yes, so you can go to our platform at barterblack.io for any information. And you can message me here as well. And I will send you the email. So let's go with a virtual assistant. We all need virtual assistants. We all need help with all the things, making sure that things stay in order, making sure life is just in order when it comes to our business. So let's go with virtual assistant. And I'm not really sure. Thank you so much too. I'm not really sure what it would cost to hire a virtual assistant. We do have them on the platform. And I'm not sure how many hours. I will have to go into their listings, but I'm just going to just come up with numbers. So let's say that you are a virtual assistant and you charge, I don't know, let's just make it easy, 20 hours for $2,000 a month. Let's just do it that way. 20 hours for $2,000 a month. If I was you, I would break that down, because you don't want to be in a position where you are bartering all your time away. You want to earn barter bucks. You definitely want to do that. You can list on the platform virtual assistant services, 20 hours for 2,000 barter bucks. You can list that. I suggest you either break it in half or then break the half in half. So I would suggest a virtual assistant list 10 hours for $1,000 a month. So instead of committing 20 hours to someone, you're committing a low amount of hours, and then you're still earning barter bucks. So, and I'm just putting numbers in there. I'm not saying that this is how much the services cost. So let's say 10 hours of virtual assistant services for 1,000 barter bucks. Then I would go a step further and break that in half for 5 hours of virtual assistant services for 500 barter bucks. And I know that is way off. I mean, some might charge that 5 hours for 500 barter bucks. Maybe I'm just using numbers. So I'm just showing you how I broke it down. What your package is, split it in half. That's one offer. And then split that one in half. Again, that's another offer. Coaching, that would be hours as well. Some people may offer coaching throughout a long period of time. I've been in coaching programs where it's a long period of time. I would say put it in an hourly type of rate, whatever your rate is. If your rate is $200 an hour, I would put coaching 200 barter bucks for 1 hour. I wouldn't do I don't know if anybody really does 3 to 5, 6 hours of coaching in one day. I wouldn't do that. I would make sure that it's like a one-stop shop, but they're getting what they need to get. So one of the barters that I purchased was accounting, bookkeeping. So the accountant on our platform was able to set up our QuickBooks, our chart of accounts, which I'm so thankful for because yeah, it was a mess messing with me. So he was able to do that. And it was 500 barter bucks. And I think maybe it took him 2 weeks. So that was just like a package deal. He was able to set up all of our accounting and everything as a package deal. So that was easy. So I'm just trying to give you different things that can help you create an offer. Now, if you are a product-based business, it is totally different. It is not as simple, but it can be done on the platform. So let's just use because we have a lot of authors on the platform that are selling their books. So if you would like books, you can definitely purchase them on our platform. So let's say one of our members sells a book for $30. 30 barter bucks on the platform. It's $30 on their website, but it's 30 barter bucks on the platform. Because it is a product, when you sell products, there is sales tax and there is shipping. So those are going to be separate costs. So you're going to pay the $30 in barter bucks. You're going to pay whatever your purchase fee is to Barter Black, but you also have to pay shipping and you have to pay the sales tax. That's going to be totally different, and that's going to be invoiced separately. If anyone has any questions on that, please let me know. And I'm going to try to keep up with TikTok. Thank you for joining. If you could share this out to anyone you think may be interested in the Barter Black platform. Hi, Rosala. Again, for those who are just joining us, I am Nicole Murphy. I am the CEO and founder of Barter Black, which is a bartering platform for Black entrepreneurs to exchange goods and services with each other. And we are just going over the basics of what Barter Black is, who should be using it, how to use it, how to set up your barter offers, and all the good things. So one of the things I want to mention or talk about, and I don't like talking about Barter Black unless I talk about the statistics of Black entrepreneurship, because that tells a story and it tells us why Barter Black is needed. Um, so if you are um, I don't want to. If you do know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know, and you don't know how important your business can be to our community. The first statistic. I mean, we know there is a racial funding gap when it comes to funding our businesses. We receive less than 1% of venture capital funding. So that means that we are not most likely going to get that big investment in our business. Most likely, we are not. If less than 1%, thank you so much. You are the bomb. Um, we most likely we are not going to get that $1 million check for our businesses. So we have to work hard in our businesses and on our businesses and able to grow them, to sustain them. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining me. Um, so where is the money going to come from if we're not going to get venture capital funding? We have to really grow and scale these businesses, and we have to do it in the right way. The other statistic that I need people to know and realize is that when you look at employer operated businesses in the United States, Black owned businesses account for less than 3% of that. So you can say all you want. There are so many Black owned businesses in the United States, but we're not hiring. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. We are doing nothing but creating jobs for ourselves because our businesses cannot live after us, and they can definitely not operate without us, because we're the face, we're the admin, we're the marketing, we're the legal, we're the accountant, we're everything. And you cannot grow $1 million brand by yourself. You have to have help. So we account for 3%, this little bit, 3. And it's actually less than three. Well, I say less than 3%. It's less than 3%. We account for less than 3% of employer operated businesses in the United States, while white owned businesses account for over 80%. So if you don't leave with anything today, you know that the chances of your business surviving without you is slim as well. The stats are stacked up against us. And this is why Barter Black is super important. So if you don't start hiring, and it's interesting because people turn their nose up at bartering, and even though we've reinvented it, like not necessarily created it, but we put our little twist on it by integrating barter bucks, people will still say, oh no, I'm not going to barter, but still working in their business and doing it all by themselves and burnt out and stressed and all of the things, because they refuse to get the help that they need. Because we have been conditioned to say that, oh, I have to build this business first before I can hire. And Barter Black has created the space where you can hire first so you can build the business faster and better and more efficient, so that that consistent revenue does start to come in, so you can then start to hire the team that you need. But until then, you can hire that team on the Barter Black platform. Again, administrative services, accounting, therapists, marketing, branding, social media strategy, all of the things. And even though we still are promoting to get more people on the platform, because look at the freelancer platforms, they're not stopping at the number that they have. their platforms work the way they work because there are thousands, probably millions of people on that platform. And that's where Barter Black needs to get. And we can get there together because we are rebuilding the new Black Wall Street. It's just digitally. So if you are a solopreneur and you need help in your business and you can offer products and services to the community, then you should join Barter Black. Even if you have a small team like I do, you should join Barter Black because there are just certain things that come up. Like I said, the accounting thing. I didn't know what to do with QuickBooks and charts of accounts and all of those things. I was able to save $460 that I probably used towards my development team, because I only paid in dollars $40 on the Barter Black platform instead of the $500 I paid $40 plus the 500 Barter Bucks, because that's how it works. So definitely go to barterblack.io. Look at the marketplace, see the listings, the products and services that are being offered on the platform. Please share this to your community. We are wanting to reach a goal of 100 members by the end of April. A lot more people know about the Barter Black platform, which I'm so excited about, but we need people to join the platform as well. We currently do have over 50 members. We're getting close to 60. So, but we want to reach the goal of 100 members on the platform by the end of April. So if you know you do need products and services in your business, you do need help, you do need the community, you do need to save some money, because I don't know about you, but I like to save money. So if you know you need to save money in your business, then Barter Block is definitely the community for you. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat for me so I can answer them for you. But again, the website is barterblack.io. And if anyone has a business and you want to know what you can offer, you can comment and I'll answer that in the chat too. I went over a few minutes ago how you can set up your offers, because the offers that you put on Barter Black should be offers that people are asking you for. That's another thing. You have people that are willing to work with you or wanting to work with you, but just cannot at the moment. So for me, there are people that I would want to work with. There are services that I still do need. But right now, for me, the most important expense that I have is my development team. So there are a lot of things that I will barter for right now because the money that I have is going directly to my development team. They are the most important thing right now because they are making sure that this platform continues to be updated, making changes. We are making changes all the time. Um, they are the most important thing right now. So I am able to barter for other things so I can make sure that that expense is definitely paid. And that's how you should be using Barter Black. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the roses and everything. I really appreciate it. Any questions, comments? If you don't know, of course, barterblack.io. Also, please share this out to your community. We do office hours on Tuesdays. So you can go to our website and go to the events tab and look at when our office hours are. So that's one of the important things to check out. And if you've seen our social media posts recently, what I'm trying to do is show you how you can build a team on Barter Black. So definitely go back and look at our previous posts. I'm taking 3 listings from our marketplace and putting them together. So if you're just starting out your business, maybe you need a coach, maybe you need some copywriting, and maybe you need some maybe like an email funnel or something like that. Those are 3 things you can hire on Barter Black right now. And if you need those things, let's say that total those things cost $2,000. Would you rather pay $2,000 or would you rather uh, pay $160? So that's how Barter Black saves. You're paying in Barter Bucks. There is a service fee in cash, but you're mainly paying in Barter Bucks. Being able to conserve that cash to rechannel back in your business, as in the example that I just used about how important my development team is right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Any questions or comments, please ask them, because I talk about this over and over and over again. So I may have missed something that you may be curious about with the Barter Black platform. Um, so definitely let me know. Again, for those who are just joining, Barter Black is a bartering platform for Black entrepreneurs to exchange goods and services with each other. We want to make sure that you are able to get the expertise in your business right now. We want to make sure that we, as a community, stop doing all the things and hire the experts and start to delegate. I know for me, when I had to start delegating, it was very hard because I'm like, I'm used to doing this alone, but now I do have to, um, and I say answer to people, because there's always like certain people have certain things to do, but there are always questions. There's always things that have to be asked that I have to get back to. Um, So just because you're delegating does not mean that you're still not involved in the day-to-day operations of your business. You still have to be that person until you hire the person to be you, which I am wanting to do by the end of this year. So, but ask yourself the question, can my business operate without me? And if it cannot operate without you, then you need to start hiring, because that means that you're doing everything in your business. So you need to start creating a situation where other people are doing the things in your business. And this is the thing too, when other people are doing things in your business, you should be having them set up the SOPs, the standard operating procedures. And then you should go over them to make sure that they're correct. If I list it out, or if someone who's doing that job is listing out, oh, I love you. Thank you. Hello, hello. If someone, you hired someone to do a job and they create that SOP for you, that standard operating procedure, you should go through it and see if you're able to get the particular job done based off of what their instructions are. And if you can't, then you rework it. I don't believe that. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Rosa, for sharing. I don't believe that as a business owner, you should not know how to do things. So I have an operations manager, and there was a time last week that I had to do some things. And I was proud of myself because I was able to do those things. It was only one thing, one question I had that I did not know how it was done. But I was proud of myself because I was able to do the things. Yes, it is hard to let go, but you cannot build that $1 million brand if you do not let go. These people did not become millionaires and billionaires by doing it all on their own. I don't know how to make it a replay. But if you have any questions, definitely ask them in the chat. For those who are just joining, I am Nicole Murphy. I'm the founder and CEO of Barter Black, which is